Welcome to the Excel training on data validation. In this session, we'll be looking at creating validation tool in Excel using the Excel data validation tool. We want to learn how to create that data validation. Data validation actually means checking for data, ensuring data correctness. Now, at this point, we want to look at the areas that we will be handling, and this includes validating text such as restricting the user from typing beyond a certain text length. So we are going to be using text length tool to do this. We can also limit whole number entry to certain range of values using the whole number tool. Then we can limit date entry using the date tool. We're also going to look at how to create list. This is a very popular one. Many people create lists using data validation for many reasons. We are also going to look at, we can also use actually data validation on decimal values. And this works similarly as the whole number. So if you know how to use this, it's just a matter of if a value has decimal point, the whole number will not accept it. If you validate using whole number. Okay, validation dialog box. This is how it looks like. When you click on the ribbon, you click data tab and you go to data tools group and you click data validation. This comes out. Okay, so know more about this. Let's move to the video session to see how the data validation tools works. Welcome to the section on data validation. Before we proceed, I want you to pause this video and quickly type this. You don't need this one at the top. This is not included. This is just indicating the areas of validation that we want to do in this class session. But I need you to type this, the header, then type the list, because we're going to use them. Okay, so once you are done, then you can play the video and then we'll be back here. Okay, so let me go on, assuming that you have finished typing and you have returned back to the video. The first thing we want to do is to validate the names, and the areas I want to validate is from this area to this area. Okay, I might just quickly highlight the areas I want to validate just to make the, so I want to color it with mark it with gray color or something like a blue color, just to indicate that that's the area I want to validate. It doesn't have to be like that. I just want to mark my validation area. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is the name. I want to ensure that the character length for the name entered into any of these selected cells is limited to the limit is 3 characters. The limit is 3 characters, but can be up to any other level. Or if you want it to be limited to, if you want to have a limit and you want to have something like a boundary. Okay, so maybe we should do it that way. I will create a limit of 3 characters and max of 20 characters. Okay, so to do this, you go to the data tab, and on the data tab you go to data tools. This data tab is on the ribbon. This is what we call ribbon. From here to this area is called ribbon. Okay, and then on the data tab you go to data tools group. On the data tools you see data validation. Then you click data validation. On the data validation dialog box you will see allow. under settings, you will see input message error alert, but you are under settings. Then you see allow. You drop the arrow beside that, any value, and then you will pick text length. So for text length, we want to use between. You have other options: not between, equals to, not equals to, greater than, less than, and so on. So we will choose between, so you can practice all others later. So I want to say between 3 characters and the maximum of 20. Then I want to put an error alert that tells the persons to stop with a message if the wrong entry is made. So I will say invalid name. No, let me say invalid text length. That's the message. There's going to be an alert box that will show this message. So I am typing the message that people will see. So I'll say name are limited to names must be between 3 to 20 characters long. Okay, this input message is what they will see when they hover on it, so it gives them a message ahead. So it said show input message when the cell is selected. So if you want that, you can input. I don't like using it most of the time because it puts screen tips. It puts screen tips all over your text, but it doesn't matter if you like it. But let me just show you for these ones. Then it can always be used on others by you, okay, when practicing. Now, so the title can be text length again, and only 3 to 20 characters allowed. Okay, so that's the error input. So go back to setting and we click OK. So here you can see the screen tips that I'm talking about. So if the person now goes ahead and still type 2 characters, then it shows an error alert which I've created, indicating that it must be up to 3 characters, and if it is long, let me see if this one is show ko lo ko ban bo she a la mu sa muel. Let me see. Oh, it's more than 20 characters. Okay, so it has to be between then it goes. Now for payment, we're going to create a validation rule that will say, so but you have to select the range of cell. Don't forget, for every area you want to validate, you have to select the range of cell before you start. So you go to the data tab, you go to data validation, under data tools group, the settings. This time we're going for whole number, and we're saying the payment that is allowed should be between 5,000 to 10,000 minimum. That 5,000 to 10,000 minimum should be the inputs that they are going to make. And so when they want to make this input, it will be disallowed. So between 10,000 and 5,000 is what the input will be. So you can always enter your error alert and your input message. So let's go. So between 5,000 to 10,000, let's say I enter 35 and I press enter, it will not allow it. Let's say I enter 5,000, okay, it allows it. Let me enter 21,000. No way, it's not taking it. So let me type in 9999. Okay, takes it. Let me take 10,001. Just one, it's not taking it. Okay, so it has to be within the range I specified. Now, date range will be also based on your system's date. So you have to check your system's date below your screen to be sure of the way the date is constructed. It's either day first before month and year, or month first before day and year. So when you check your system date below the screen and you confirm what it is, then you select this range, and then you go for data validation. You go for values, you go for date, and you want to indicate to limit the date of payment. So maybe it should be between 28, because my date starts with day 28 12 2017, and the end date is 31st 12 2017. So you can always enter your input and error alert, and just like I showed you in the first example. So you can click OK, and which means that if somebody comes in and key in 26th 12 2017, is not going to allow it, and it's going to show you a message, a default message. Okay, so which indicates that the the values entered is wrong. So this is the default message that comes from Excel. Now for the product, we want to create list. So what you do is you go to data validation, go to list this time, and where you have source, you click in that text box, and then you go to your list and select. So when you select your list, the range appears here, and all you need to do is just click OK, and you have your list. Okay, so I hope you enjoy using data validation too. As you read more on it, practice more on it, you get to know how to use it better. Okay, so thank you for listening. um, my name is Abraham Enela, and I'll be seeing you. I'll be with you on the other side as we take another topic. Thank you so much. God bless.